welcome. We're going to cover our subjects in Growsmart so that there's no confusion as to what to do when you are competing and how to prepare for your competitions. So let's start off with the literacy competition. Remember, firstly, it is an online competition. Whatever you are going to do is going to be online. So how does it work? Well, by now you should have our practice round edition. For the practice round edition, you are going to have an intergrade and interclass competition. Right? Let's go back. Intergrade, interclass, grades 4, 5 and 6 will be having a spelling bee. That is how you are going to determine who your 5 learners are who will directly compete in Growsmart. So you want to have that spelling bee competition with 4, 5 and 6 in terms of your grades. Why? Because you want the best spellers in your school. Remember, those 5 learners for literacy will be representing your entire school and competing in the literacy competition. This, however, does not mean that you should stop using the Growsmart material for the rest of your grades 4, 5 and 6 learners. Please continue using our material and ensuring that every single learner in grades 4, 5 and 6 is using our material. So let's go back to the direct competition. You now have selected your grade 4, 5 and 6 learners who are the best spellers, and there will be 5 of them. The 5 children could not have participated in Growsmart before. There can also not be 5 children who are competing in any other Growsmart competition. So this needs to be their first time that they are competing directly in a Growsmart competition. All right, so let's talk about how it works. How it works of the literacy competition is, let's start right at the beginning. You will have a practice round edition that you receive online. Your practice round edition is there for you to be able to have an intergrade, interclass spelling bee competition. Now, why are you going to do this? Well, you need to find out who your 5 learners are who are going to compete in the literacy competition. Remember, it's an individual competition, not a team competition. But you need to find out who those 5 learners are. So have the intergrade, interclass competition, and what are you going to use to prepare for it? The practice round edition. What happens after that? So now you have your 5 learners, right? Excellent. Then you need to use our Edition 1 newspaper. Edition 1 is for Level 1. What are all the things that we are going to ask you? Well, firstly, it's an online competition. Online competition where we are going to ask you to be able to spell, define, use the word in a sentence. There are also nouns and verbs and idioms. And how are we going to ask you this? Well, there are multiple choice questions. So it's not a guessing game. Make sure that you prepare, because you need to have done your dictionary work so that you know how to define the word and that you are spelling it correctly. So, Level 1 is Edition 1. What are we going to ask? Spell, define, use it in a sentence, nouns and verbs, and idioms. You need to be able to cover all of those things for Level 1. And then you're going to do the same thing for Level 2. But wait! For Level 2, you need to be able to use Edition 1 and 2, both newspapers, because that's where the questions can come from. Also remember, it can be any word in the newspaper. So make sure that you are reading that newspaper from the beginning all the way to the end. And once you get to the semi-final and final, you will be using Editions 1, 2 and 3 with exactly the same process. Let's recap. Edition 1 for Level 1. What are we going to do? We need to know how to spell, define, use the word in a sentence, nouns, verbs, and idioms. Exactly the same process for Level 2. Level 2 is Edition 1 and 2. Semi-final and final, Editions 1, 2, and 3. That is how you are going to prepare your learners for the Growsmart literacy competition. So mentors, for this year, you have another tool at your disposal. Not only have you got all the newspapers, now remember, it's not only this year's newspapers that you can use to prepare your learners. There are years worth of material on our website. You can download any newspaper you want to help your learners prepare. But in addition to that, what we have done for this year is we have created an activity book that covers literacy and mathematics. So for your literacy competition, make sure that your learners are enjoying all those little puzzles that we have in the activity book. We go through absolutely everything that you need to prepare, but more importantly, your learners are having fun. And so you don't only need to use this activity book for your learners competing directly in the competition. This is available for you to actually use for the entire class. So if you want to have a fun experience, download our material and make sure that you are enjoying and involving the entire class and using whatever activities we have in our new booklet. So please make sure you have a copy and enjoy. So that's in essence what is going to happen for your literacy competition. Okay, that is how you need to prepare. All right, so what happens as you've prepared? You've done the first bit, which is your practice round edition, and you've done that integrate inter-class competition. Well, we are going to send you the competition dates. They will be available to you in the launch booklet. They are also available on our website. And in addition to that, we are going to email you reminders when every competition date is about to come up, which means you have got so much time to prepare. Make sure that your children are fully prepared and know what to expect. So check what your competition dates are for first round, second level, and semi-final and final should you be successful. The other things that we're going to have for you mentors in particular is we have got newly created sessions called powwow sessions. We're going to have a couple of those during the year. And the reason for that is so that you stay connected to us as a Growsmart team for any questions you may have, challenges that you have along the way, absolutely anything that you may want to discuss. The Growsmart team is available to support you through the entire competition. So check when your powwow dates are so that you can join us online and we will be available to answer any questions that you may have. So remember, go back, check your launch booklet because all of this information is available on your launch booklet. We'll chat again soon.